y'all, Heather here from Wildflowers and Pistols. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to mix your milk paint. But first of all, I want to start off by telling you what milk paint is exactly. And basically it is milk protein, lime, and earth pigments that give it the color. And all true milk paint comes in powder form, and you mix it with warm to hot water. I prefer more hot water just because I think it mixes it better and gets rid of the clumps and helps it dissolve easier. But anyways, what you do is you mix your powder with equal parts of warm water. So here I have about 2.5 tablespoons of our new color, Annalee, with 2.5 tablespoons of warm water. And all I'm going to do is put the powder into a cup here, and then pour the warm water in there as well, and then I just have a good old craft stick that I'm going to use to mix it up. And you just mix it until it has all come together and the powder has dissolved into the water and gives it the color. And as you can see here, it's a nice, well, I think you can see here, it's a very nice deep purple that we have here. And that's really it. That's all you have to do to mix it up. And then you can let it sit for just a couple minutes if you choose, just to make sure you do have it all mixed up properly. For the most part, typically I just go ahead and get to it. But then, with milk paint, there's like virtually no prep work at all that you need to do. If there's cobwebs and stuff, you can wipe those up, and that's about it. Our milk paint is 100% VOC free, so there's no harsh chemicals or anything, so you can paint really anywhere in a closed area and it's not going to hurt you at all. And there's really not too much of an odor to it. It does have a slight smell, but it's nothing too powerful or anything that's going to give you headaches or whatever. And our paint is made here in the USA, which is super awesome. And let me see here. Oh, after you do mix your milk paint, it will spoil just like milk does. You can save it in the fridge in a closed container for about a week, but the powder itself will last indefinitely as long as you have it kept in an airtight container, and keep it away from moisture and all that. And each package of milk paint is 6 ounces, and that'll cover about a dresser and 2 nightstands or so. Just it really depends on the color of your milk paint, how many coats you put on your piece of furniture, and how thick you mix it and everything. So those are all variables, and it all just kind of depends. But play with it. It's a bit of trial and error, but it's fun. You have to be willing to have fun with it and to be ready for the unpredictable, because milk paint can be unpredictable. You can paint it on, and milk paint will crackle and can chip or flake away in some spots, and that's what I absolutely love about milk paint. But some people are too, they want to have complete control with their paints and their process. And so that in that case, milk paint might not be for you, or you might just want to use the extra bond, which we will cover that in a different post and video tutorial. But in this case, we're just going to talk about how we mixed it up, and then I'm going to show you how you just apply it. And I just use a cheap brush from Walmart. I used to spend lots of money on really nice brushes, and I sometimes forget to wash them out. So I was wasting a lot of money on brushes. They just get hard and whatever because I'd forget to clean them. So I just get the cheap ones, and you know what? They work just as good. Don't let people tell you have to have a fancy brush, because you don't. Milk paint's super awesome. It's very forgiving in that sense. You won't have brush strokes, no brush strokes, so that's great. But here, just let me show you. Let me see, make sure I covered everything. Yep, I think so. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you how you paint it on. So you just stick your brush in, and it goes on about like that. And I hope you can see that. It's kind of a dark wood with a dark color, so I'm not sure if you can really tell what I'm doing. But it just goes on super easy, just like normal paint. It does have a little bit of a different texture and feel to it. But if you notice that your paintbrush is dragging as you're trying to paint it on, you're probably going to want to add more water to it. I don't like my paintbrush to drag as I'm painting it. But you can use milk paint as a stain or anything, you can just put more water in it to just stain a wood. But anyways, there you have it, and once this dries and everything, I will come back and talk to you about sanding and distressing, and then we'll talk about sealing it. Alright, thanks y'all. Bye.